Hello, Ayush.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, this is our first interaction.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Ayush, the plan will be that first it will be a kind of informal interaction between you and me in a shape of an interview. Basis this
Yes, sir.
interaction, I will recommend that what best we can do forward. Right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, let's start with this. All right.
Sure.
Ayush, can you give me a brief introduction about you and your family, please?
Sir. Sir, originally from Nanded district in Maharashtra, I was brought up in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, earlier called Aurangabad in Maharashtra, wherein I completed my primary education from Kendriya Vidyalaya. Later on, sir, I completed my graduation in law from ILS Law College, Pune, wherein I participated in the ILS Legal Aid Cell as well as the ILS Competitive Exam Cell. Sir, this is my third UPSC attempt. And sir, in my free time, I like to play badminton. And also, sir, since COVID, I have developed the hobby of watching web series as well.
All right. And about your family?
Sir, my father is in government service. He is an EPFO enforcement officer, and my mother is a homemaker.
Any siblings?
Yes, sir. I have a younger sibling who is in ninth standard currently.
All right. Ayush, so you have done law.
Yes, sir.
And it in itself is a very lucrative kind of a profession. We see lawyers
Yes,
making big name and earning a lot. So don't you feel like
yes.
pursuing career in law?
Sir, during my college days, since I participated in the legal aid cell, we got the opportunity to visit various local places and had the first-hand experience to see some of the social issues prominent in the society. Sir, this prompted me and motivated me to try to be in a field where I can proactively take measures which can be for the welfare of the society as a whole. I believe, sir, the legal profession is a phenomenal field, but sir, I believe it is a post facto mechanism. After a case comes, then only I can take any action regarding that. But sir, civil services provides me with the opportunity to proactively take steps which can help the society at a much larger level.
All right. So if I ask you that recently we have seen that IPC and other law legal provisions have been transformed as Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and other things. So what
So,
exactly has changed?
sir, I believe that all the three criminal laws which were there, they have been modified, and three new laws in their places have been established or passed. Sir, I believe first the change which I think is decolonization of the laws. Earlier laws, many of them like IPC and the Indian Evidence Act, were passed in the times of colonial rule, which was in India. And the new laws, they focus on our traditional as well as Indian approach towards criminal justice system, focusing on justice rather than ruling the country. Next, sir, I believe that it has brought up victim-centric approach, which was earlier missing. Earlier, it was kind of a retributive system, which is transformed into reformative system as per the changing needs of the time. Thirdly, sir, I believe it has incorporated the some of the mechanisms of digital India, like videographing the search and seizure, as well as the forensic evidence has been given much more prominence. I believe, sir, these are the prominent changes which were brought up with the three criminal laws.
All right. And if I ask you your personal views about these changes, not the theoretical or the bookish thing, your personal views, how will you do that?
Sir, Sir, in my personal opinion, I believe that many of the changes brought in by these three criminal laws are welcome change. For instance, sir, the community service as a punishment. Next, sir, the videographing and photographs to be taken while search and seizure. Next, sir, I believe these are some of the positive changes, but sir, there are some lacuna. Sir, like sedition, which was repealed in this section, but we find the section 152 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. talking about Desdroh instead of Rajdroh, which was sedition. Also, sir, the changes in which the police custody has been extended from 15 days to 60 or 90 days. They
Mhm.
are some of the provisions which are controversial, but I believe, sir, by and large, it is a positive step which will take the criminal justice system towards a positive future.
All right. Can you throw some light on Tejpal Pathak case?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of that,
All right. Never mind. That's all right. Places of Worship Act. Can you elaborate on it?
sir. Sir, the Places of Worship Act 1991 was passed in the backdrop of the Babri Masjid demolition. And, sir, it was the intended, the intention behind this particular act was to ensure that whatever the characteristic of any religious place is there at the time of independence, it is maintained so that no more communal conflicts or riots take place on basis of changing the character of that particular religious institution to ensure harmony and communal peace. I believe this act was passed. In recent times, it has come under contention due to many surveys. The petitions for surveys to be are filed in the courts. I believe, sir, this is the current development in the Places of Worship Act.
All right. Uh, can you make me understand that what were the grounds on which the Honorable Supreme Court set aside the electoral bond scheme?
Sir, the Honorable Supreme Court, in its case in the electoral bonds judgment, the major contention or the major reasoning behind setting aside the electoral bond scheme was that it violated the right to information of the voters. Sir, the Supreme Court said that the ruling government or the party in power, they are able to see who the particular donors are, where the donations are going. But the same opportunity was not available with the voters as well as with the opposition parties as well. Secondly, sir, I believe one of the reasoning was that it may have led to quid pro quos, because of which it may have led to some malpractices as well. And to ensure transparency in the whole electoral process, to ensure free and fair election, this scheme was set aside.
All right. So presumably, Ayush, you are posted as SDM in one of the districts in Maharashtra somewhere, and
So,
you are being approached by a prominent community leader of the majority population, and he is close to the local MLA who is also a minister. And
so,
they give you all the evidences that beneath a particular religious structure of the minority community, there are evidences of a majority community earlier structure,
so.
and they want you to go for the investigation. Now, how will you handle this case?
Sir, first of all, I will take into the consideration the evidence which they have provided. And sir, secondly, I will hold a meeting of all the stakeholders concerned, like the representatives of majority community as well as the minority community, and also the archaeological survey team, which is posted in the nearby region to check the authenticity of the evidence provided. Sir, I
Like
believe
in
if
the light of that earlier judgment and the Places of Worship Act, can you do this
sir,
as SDM?
sir, I believe that it is not possible as per the judgment. Like Supreme Court recently has stayed all the surveys and checks which were to be conducted by the local administration until the case is decided. The whole major issue.
So now that you cannot go for archaeological surveys help or any surveys, then how will you handle this situation?
Sir. Sir, so then I will again hold a meeting and clearly in clear terms, tell the stakeholders, like the majority as well as minority stakeholders, that as per the Honorable Supreme Court's guidelines, the local administration cannot undertake such actions right now. And if the judgment is passed in the nearby future, appropriate action will be taken. Till then, I will ensure that if some police personnel are also deployed at that particular location to prevent any mischief or mishappening, to ensure peace in the region, and later on, as per the decision, I will take the action, sir.
थैंक यू वेरी मच आयुष।
Thank you, sir.
चलो आ जाओ आयुष। अब
Yes, sir.
सबसे पहली बात तो ये है कि बट फॉर योर लास्ट आंसर, बाकी सारे आंसर्स में तुम बहुत अच्छे चल रहे थे। लास्ट आंसर में तुम्हें
Sir.
पता चल गया 2 मिनट में ही तुम ट्रैप में फंस गए,
हाँ. Yes, sir.
है ना।
Yes, sir.
तो बस जल्दबाजी नहीं करनी है, और जो तुमने लास्ट में भी आंसर दिया ना, इसको इतना लंबा मत करो। तुम्हारे बस मैंने एक ही पॉइंट नोट किया, लॉन्ग आंसर्स बहुत लंबा खींच रहे
Sir.
हो आंसर्स को, थोड़ा इसको कट शॉर्ट कर देते हैं, ठीक है। और इसमें
Yes, sir.
ना जो मुझे लग रहा है, जैसे लास्ट वाला आंसर है, अब हम ना एक रिवर्स इंटरव्यू करते हैं यहाँ पर। तो उसमें स्टूडेंट मेरे से क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं जिनमें वो खुद फंस रहे थे, तो मेरे को ये क्वेश्चन तुम मेरे से पूछ लो।
Sir, uh,
वही मैं
you are
एसपीएम
as
हूँ, और वहाँ पे
हाँ.
ही हो गया।
Yes, sir.
तो मेरा आंसर ही ऐसे आएगा, सर एज पर द रिसेंट जजमेंट एंड द प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट, नो फ्रेश सर्वेस कैन बी कंडक्टेड, सो आई हैव टू इमीडिएटली सीक द ओपिनियन ऑफ माई सुपीरियर्स एंड टेक द एक्शन एज रिकमेंडेड इमीडिएटली।
Yes, sir.
तो मैं तो बाहर ही निकल गया भाई, मुझे क्या पता। एसडीएम को
हाँ.
क्या ही
Yes,
पता
sir.
होगा, डीसी साहब से पूछ लेंगे, जो बोलेंगे डीएम साहब कर देंगे। और डीएम ने भी आप क्या
Yes,
करना है, उसने होम सेक्रेटरी से पूछना है, उन्होंने चीफ
yes, sir.
सेक्रेटरी से पूछना है, चीफ सेक्रेटरी ने सीएम से पूछना है, तो कुछ होना है। मैं तो चुपचाप
Yes,
बैठा हूँ,
sir.
छोटा सा बंदा यार, कर दूंगा जो बोलेंगे।
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो इसको ऐसी फटाफट से निकाल दो। बस ध्यान रखना कि
Sir.
वहां पे पहले एक जुडिशियल रेफरेंस जो भी रिक्वायर्ड है उस केस में वो बोलो, और उसके बाद सीनियर्स पे डाल दो। और
Sir.
तुमको भी तो पता है यार, अभी तो यू हैव टू अंडरगो द ट्रेनिंग एट लबासना टू अंडरस्टैंड ऑल द निटी-ग्रिटीज। अभी हमें क्या ही पता है कि
Yes,
क्या करना है। अगर आज
sir.
हमें पता होता तो फिर लबासना की जरूरत ही क्या थी।
Yes, sir.
तो तुम्हारे केस में मैं बस एक ही चीज रिकमेंड करूंगा, 2 बार मेरे साथ रिवर्स मॉक कर लेना, जितने क्वेश्चन सोच सकते हो वो क्वेश्चन सोच लो, और बच्चे को खेलने दो, कोई बात नहीं। तो जितने क्वेश्चन सोच सकते हो सोच लो, और फिर मेरे से 2 दिन ले लो, राइट, 10 मिनट, 15 मिनट, 20 मिनट, जितना टाइम चाहिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। उसमें अपने सारे
Yes,
क्वेश्चंस रिवर्स मेरे से पूछ लो। जब जब तुम रिवर्स क्वेश्चन मेरे से पूछोगे, उसके साथ के मैचिंग क्वेश्चंस मैं तुमसे पूछ लूंगा।
sir. Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो मैम से बोलना, वो तुम्हें टाइम अलॉट कर देंगे।
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
ठीक है, और इसका एक फीडबैक ग्रुप पे छोड़ देना।
Sir. Yes, sir.
ओके बाय।
Thank you, sir.